So here we are at Kanaha Beach Park, and I see probably the coolest jibe ever. And this is Angelo here that did it. And I'm thinking like, darn, I need to learn this jibe. And he's telling me what this jibe is called, and I couldn't really find a video online. It's called a Heineken Jibe, and it was really hard to follow all these guys. So 2 weeks later, I'm running into him. Again, it's like, you got to teach me this thing on land. You got to show me how this thing works. And so glad I ran into you again. Like, first and foremost, real quick, Angelo, real quick, tell us real quick about yourself real fast, so we all know who you are and how you get into this.
Yeah, I got into winging COVID like 2021, and just decided to learn like everyone else. I have no wind sport background, no like surfing background either. Just like, started learning this and just love it. It's so humbling. You learn new stuff every day. Cool. You meet great people like Mike, so it's a great thing. Yeah, it's a great community here at Kanaha. Everybody's so frothing on the wing. Absolutely. And Angelo said, I can teach you to do this Heineken Jibe on land, so you guys can follow along and we can really exercise it with our hands first before we go on the water. And that's what we're going to do. Learn from the beginner, not the pros.
What we just saw is, and just to reiterate that I understood this thing, is we're flying, everything is pretty much happening over our head.
Yeah.
You're pointing the wing downwind. You have not switched your hands yet.
Correct. So
right?
At this point, you want to make sure both hands is in an overhand grip. So instead of riding like this with your front hand, it's overhand grip. Yeah. So that's going to make, like a tack, throwing the wing over your head much easier. And so you want to lift it above your head, throw it around, and you're not just moving the wing, but at the same time you're carving the board. So carving the board is going to allow you to just wrap the wing around you, and then you get to the other side and you can switch hands and then ride off.
So carving as you're lassoing kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Much easier in lighter wind. I tried it a couple of times hard. As soon as the wind dies, it really is easier to handle. On Maui we don't get a lot of that, so we're not really in wing spin world because it's just always so windy.
And the benefit of this is it doesn't really backwind, so you can lasso it around with one hand. But in the beginning, use both hands to lift it above your head.
And now you're turning downwind.
And then at the very end,
you do the lasso thing. Okay, so that should really do it as far as it goes. Like, I feel like this is, now we can really practice this, and I can watch this video over myself and learn it. Thank you so much, Angelo.
My pleasure.
You should see this guy, because I feel like he's really talented. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
Gonna have to conclude this thing real quick, and I was super stoked to have ran into Angelo. What a nice guy, and perfect teaching. That land teaching really helps. Generally, everything you learn the handover on land, and then you go do it on the water. And this thing actually is not as hard as it looks. Take that from me, because I'm not the most talented guy. Mostly when I try to learn something, it takes me a long time. And this one, I felt it came together quicker than I anticipated. And it's just here with the wind, when it's blowing so hard, there is not a lot of room for error like when it's blowing less. That is definitely a fact. But overall, super stoked with that new jibe, and I will continue to learn this until I can do it as nice as he did. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.